Hi, this is Satiris Basakropoulos from AskSatiris.com, and this is part 69 of our 101 Blogging Tips video series. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what is the perfect blog posting schedule. Okay, so a question a lot of people have is, how often would you post to your blog? Really, at the end of the day, there isn't really a complete right or wrong answer. Okay, I mean, you could post, once a month, twice a month, twice every week. You could post 3 or 4 times a week. You could post one time every day, or you could even post multiple times per day. For about 2 years, in one business where I was making quite a lot of money, I used to post on one of my blogs 3 times a day, every single day, right? So first of all, you need to understand that there is no really right or wrong answer for the question, okay? Because different things may work differently for different types of blogs, okay? Now, some people maybe think that, readers will be annoyed if you're updating your blog too regularly or something like that. But that's really a myth, a lot of blogs, they'll send you an email every day, with a new blog post. But if you actually like the blog and find the content interesting, you'll be happy enough to get an email every day. Now, if you if you only maybe post once or twice a week, a lot of readers, they're really only looking to see how they can actually benefit from your blog. Okay, and that's pretty much the reason why they're there and why they've maybe signed up to your email list. Unless of course they're just friends or family checking it out or something. But if you post multiple times per day, right, it can actually be beneficial to your blog. But if you're not available to post multiple times per day, you should try and post daily. Okay, so if you're deciding to do daily posts, you should do it every day. Okay, now for probably 95% of people listen to this video, that's what you should really be doing. If you're serious about making money from your blog, you should be posting at least once a day. Okay. If you run one of the following type blogs, like an informational or tips blogs, you would want to be trying to do one post a day. These would be blogs to do with maybe marketing, blogging, internet marketing, SEO tips, stuff like that. If you want to be branded as an authority in your niche, your blog needs to have as much helpful, quality content on it as possible. So if that means you maybe need to post 3 or 5 times a day, then go ahead and post 3 or 5 times a day. Other blog categories, would be like personal blogs. Now, quite often personal blogs don't get much traffic, and there's really little benefit a reader can get from your personal blog unless you're really funny or, a really brilliant writer who can, have people spellbound by your by your writing, okay? But the chances are you probably aren't either, okay? So, but let's say you just, let's just say that you decide to go ahead and start a personal blog regardless. You should be posting once a day. The benefits of, of doing this, posting and so on, is that there's certain benefits you get from posting daily that you won't get if you post less often, and that is, it helps your search engine optimization, right? When you publish a new post, Google would automatically be pinged or notified, and eventually their spiders will come and crawl your pages and start ranking them. So if they're notified quite often, that means that you blog often, and if you blog often, that means that your blog is active and regularly providing content to your readers. So that's a good thing for Google. Now, although posting 10 times a day probably means that you'll probably be promoted to one of the top 1,000 blogs, the blogs that engage a higher frequency posting schedule, they often also rank higher compared to blogs that post less frequently, with the same quality standards. I actually came across a forum thread where one internet marketer went from like $0 to $200 a day in AdSense earnings in 2 months flat. And all he basically did was outsource cheap content writing jobs to freelance writers. He hired a lot of them, and he had them posting on his blog 30 to 40 times every single day, right? The result he got from that was, sitting with about $200 a day in AdSense earnings, right? Now, AdSense earnings are like one of the worst ways to earn income because it's not a high amount of money for the traffic. So, to earn 200 a day in AdSense earnings in 2 months flat is pretty cool. Take another example. Someone else who has a prestigious Alexa rank of 44,000 with 14,000 page views every day. He posts a minimum of 3 times a day, and it's taken him 2 years to be where he is. So, that's pretty good, and again, that's because they're posting regularly, right? But on the other hand, it doesn't always apply. This rule doesn't always apply to all the types of blogs. In fact, posting multiple times a day or even once daily, could be like a disaster to certain blogs, like business type blogs. And when I say business blogs, I don't mean like, digital marketing content or something. I mean like, maybe offline companies like, Walmart or, a leisure centre or something like that. And the reason why is because these type of blogs aren't meant to be updated regularly. Most of the time they're simply about, getting a discount or some latest business news for the business. They don't really have a lot of need for SEO unless it's like a local service that people are looking for online. So in essence, it's really just a storefront that says we're online too. If you don't have it, another thing is, do you actually have something worthwhile to say? You have to have something worthwhile to say, something that would actually help, inspire, or motivate people, right? Because if you don't, then you're better not to say anything. So it's as simple as that. So if you come on and you go to blog today and you don't have something good to say or something interesting or motivational or helpful, then it's better not to say anything, right? Better not post that day. However, I would suggest trying to maintain some sort of consistency, okay? So, when you get post inspirations, go ahead, write down the blog posts, but, you don't have to publish them. You could sit down one day and you could write 10 blog posts, and then you could just go ahead and publish one a day. Or you could publish 3 today and then keep 3 for tomorrow and 3 for the next day and 1 for the day after. Okay? And then, so I mean, basically that is what I would say to you. How to do the perfect blog post and schedule. There's a lot of different choices there, but you pick what you're happy with and what you want, and just do it. Like I said, the more serious you are about it, post more regularly. If you want to build up your blog quicker, post on it more regularly. Put more content on it. If you're happy to build it over slowly and steadily over a period of few years, just do one blog post a day. If you want to have content out there and you want to rank, but you don't want to post every day, or you don't have time to post every day, well then, do 2 blog posts a week or 1 blog post a week, or at the worst possible, 1 blog post a month. I had someone today and they didn't want to blog, they didn't want to write, they don't want to pay a lot of money for people to do it. And they said, look, if it's okay if we just do 1 blog post a month. At the end of the day, it's going to take years for them to get a lot of content on their site. But at the end of the day, they are getting new content on the site, and the search engine will find the content eventually. Right? It might take a couple of years, but they will, get something out of it, right? But I mean, if they want to be really effective and get loads of traffic, they would do 3 blog posts a day, and in 6 months they'll be getting absolutely loads of traffic. So that's what I have to say about your blog posting schedule. I hope you find this training useful. I will talk to you again tomorrow in the next training. If you haven't already, if you click the link at the bottom, visit the link on my blog, and you will be able to opt in and get access to all 101 blogging tips. It's 14 years of my blogging experience all condensed into trainings, to help you to build your online business. If you haven't already, feel free to follow me on social media. It's asksotiris.com. That's asksotiris.com/social, and follow me on all the social networks, and I will follow you back. That's it for today. I will talk to you again in the next video tomorrow. Thanks very much.